Also, I programmed, or the flight plan has the lead-ins, but I haven't flown it yet. I just use elevation maps, so it could be wrong, but I don't think it is.
Fair enough. Likely excuse.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't mean for you to fly into that hillside, I promise. If I can not rip my rear gear off this week.
Up, everyone.
Hey, Darko.
Hello, Al.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
Hey there.
Doing good. Doing good.
Missed you guys last week.
Yeah, I missed you guys last week too.
Oh, boy.
Boy. Kodiaks have been getting a workout here on these trips.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been kicking around the idea of having maybe a fall-time repeat of an Alaska trip, different route, but I'd sure like to see a Sobo and vastly improved
Do another
scenery.
update
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
think
wouldn't
they
hold
could-
your breath for one coming out in the next 4 or 5 months, so.
You do a Canada and Alaska update all at the same time.
Yep.
What's next? Anybody know?
No, I don't think
No
we
idea.
discussed it at all.
If you're following form, I would guess since they just did Italy, I would suppose it would be Greece.
Does anyone see me on the runway, or am I just still in the wrong place?
Yeah, I never saw anybody.
Let me see here.
Starting to
I'm just
roll down the
checking
hill just a bit.
flight plans.
Let's see.
You're on a downhill grass runway with surrounded by mountains. You're in the right place.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean, I've got everybody but you, Dragon. I don't see you here in the names.
We're starting from Gogora.
Whoa.
I don't see Husky either.
Yeah, I'm just about to load in.
Gotcha.
Are we starting at Gogora?
What's that?
Gogora.
No, we're at Denangat airstrip.
Right, there we go. That's why I can't see you then. I'll load in the correct flight plan and I'll be with you in a second.
Oh, hey.
There's somebody in a twin engine.
Yeah, it's a
Must
twin
be a
just
quarter.
There we go, Dragon. I see you.
Still don't see y'all, but that's okay. I'll just
Yes,
wait
it's
for
way
it.
behind you, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't see
Oh,
us
yep,
because
I
we're
see you.
behind you.
Well, I mean, I don't even
We're
see
waiting.
what I'm looking behind me.
I know.
Looking
It's
right
just-
at your ass.
It's materialized on the runway.
Uh-huh.
What are you
Okay.
flying, Dragon?
I'm in the Twin Otter.
Wow, I don't have the Otter, but I'll tell you one thing. I don't know what. This is actually a really nice simulated twin engine. It looks like
It's
almost like a Embraer.
it's the King Air.
No, it's not.
No, it
That's-
doesn't look
that-
like a King Air.
No, it doesn't look like a King Air to me either.
No, it's
It's
a
like a King Air.
T-tail.
The King Air's not a T-10?
Yeah,
No.
it's a T-tail, but
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not a King Air.
Oh, I don't know.
It is a turboprop though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice paint
Dual whiny ass turbos.
Oh boy.
Yeah, except it feels like a balloon when you land.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So I'm not the only one. Great.
Yeah, their flight model leaves a bit to be
15.
desired from what
Yeah.
I Understand.
Yeah, that's okay.
I have less trouble landing a tail dragger than the twin otter without bouncing. And I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to how it's supposed to be.
It's
mean,
a
I
shame though.
I
I really
can
wanted that.
I can butter a landing in the twin otter. It just literally feels like I'm setting a balloon on the ground. Like I can just like gently, just like vertically. Yeah, I don't know.
Shoot.
Well, Oscar, are you on the field or?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
It's time, I guess, gentlemen.
It's time.
Hey, let's fly.
Pitter patter.
Let's get at her.
I hope if I.
Man, that's like a ski jump.
Right.
Yeah.
No, Darky, go up.
What's that?
Said you go up.
Where you going, AK?
Well, I'm trying to get. It's been a while since I've flown the gravel, and I'm so mesmerized by the update that I wasn't paying attention where I was going.
Famous last words.
Yeah, I know it.
In like my spiral of doom there, Wolf.
Yeah.
I recovered. I didn't slam into the ground.
That's all right. I just tried to take off under 40% throttle, so. I basically hit the end of the jump. I was like, well.
Now what?
Took off full blast. Even NOS.
Roll this.
Passed the twin otter on its takeoff roll.
I went through the twin otter on takeoff.
So did I. And I'm in a edX Cub.
I didn't say it was fast.
Well, I think it's faster than the gravel once it gets going, but it takes a while to get going.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
climb out is slow going. Then I hit 150 in cruise.
Has anyone of you flown the Kit Fox lately?
Yeah, I flew yesterday.
Do you use the stage 2 mod?
Yeah.
Do you notice any tendency of the plane to bank right?
Nope.
Shit, then it's something on my side. I don't know. Ever since the update, the plane tries to bank right. I have to continuously counteract in order to keep it on a straight line, and I don't know why.
I'll have
You
to
check
give it a
your
go after
dead
this.
zones. You check your dead zones on your stick at all?
It's the only plane that has that.
Oh, really? I don't know. I'll fly it again
Actually,
today.
actually, the BG has it as well. But all other planes that I tried behave normally.
That's really weird. Is it throughout the throttle range? Is there like a specific area where it kind of evens out a bit more? Or?
Seems to be independent of speed, so I think
Okay.
it's not model related. Because if it was really modeled, then I think it would be happening depending on speed. So it would be
Right.
strong high speed or something. And I tried the unmodded Kit Fox, and it works just fine. So it's related to the stage 2 mod in some way.
Interesting. I'll have to give it a try later today and see if I have any issues with it. I haven't really flown it much lately, so I can't say for sure. Been too wrapped up in trying to learn the 737.
Yep, and the 320.
There's so many people that are having problems with that. It's
Dragons, are we full stopping today, or touch and goes, or
I don't think you can I don't think you can touch and go on this first one.
challenge accepted?
Wish you luck.
I was hoping we'd have a P-38 again this week. Can't remember who that was last week that was flying that, but
it was impressive. He got it in places. I mean, I wouldn't, but he did somehow.
yeah, I think there was only one strip he wasn't able to get into. Well, he got in. He just went a little bit long. The trees stopped him at the end.
Rexbo's going for a downhill landing, like the nutter he is.
And you can't do a touch and go.
Oh yeah, that one you can do. TNG if you wanted to. I think.
Yeah, you probably could. Yeah.
Except for a couple huts at the end, I think you'd be alright.
Yeah. Do it. Here.
Full flap in, full flap out.
The thing that I have a gripe about this plane is the flap noise just goes off like the hydraulic squeal. Just keeps going the whole time. It doesn't stop. I don't know if that's a good noise or if it's a bad noise, but it's annoying.
And running the Kodiak without headphone simulation today, it's a lot of noises I haven't heard before in the cockpit. It's not like overpowering or anything, it's just interesting.
Yeah, I like it best for dropping those flaps and just hearing it.
Yeah. There's definitely more prop noise.
Yeah.
Prop pitch noise.
Yeah, first thing I do is turn the aircon off, because it's just hissing and whining away the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't think you're stopping, Rocket.
Nope.
It's not stopping.
Nope.
Stopping's overrated.
Right.
You're a little low, Wolf. You're a little low. Pull up. Pull
Yep.
up.
Put
Pull
that
up.
tree there.
Swings it around the tree.
Oof, that was a bit rough. Still getting used to flying with head tracking, so.
Excuse number 47 in Rexbo's
Yes.
book of excuses.
Excuses? Have solid reasons. And non-technical explanations.
Yeah, nice job, Dragon.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Here comes Rocket for a strafing run.
Ducker.
Nope.
And he's oh,
Still not stopping. He's
still not
stopping.
stopping. Oh no!
Ah,
Yeah.
If you can't stop, turn.
Look out for that tree!
Oh, oh, that was funny. And he's in the trees. watching the tail kick back and forth, trying to get the brakes.
A lot of Saturday morning quarterbacking going on here, huh?
Boy,
ah.
you funny.
Ready? We're waiting on someone.
I don't think so. Cause yeah, now we can hit it.
All right, hit it.
Rocket, not satisfied with his first two failed attempts, makes a third pass.
Never give up.
That's right.
Clearing traffic.
Opposing traffic. There we go.
Raise your flaps. He said as he remembered it all.
Third time a charm.
There you go.
Yeah, just installed that OpenXR toolkit this morning.
Nice.
What a difference!
Yeah.
I hadn't
Actual
updated
some
it yet.
colors and contrast adjustment, fantastic.
I like it. Helps me not be sick in VR. Even though I have 20 FPS as the highest I can go, it's actually smooth. So I think it's higher than 20, but
Yeah, I mean, I've just used it for the color and
yeah,
contrast, brightness and stuff, just to sort that out.
yeah.
Not had a good play with it yet.
I especially like the new sunglasses option. It's really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
There's a nice little airfield down there to the left.
Mhm.
Yep.
Got a nice cloud base over here.
Well, we got some clouds. All right.
And I love this place. Give me a place with lots of mountains and I'm happy as a pig in shit.
Yep.
Here.
God, I hate that smell.
I think this one could be.
It's awful.
I think this could be a touch and go. Looks pretty flat.
Is it on the top of that ridge there?
I think so.
Looks like it's got a bit of a ramp at the end there. Yeah, it looks like you want to approach from the west.
It's quite tight even for a touch and go because there's a hill directly the opposite side. Once you
Oh,
come off the
yeah.
end.
Good call there. AK not to be dissuaded from a downhill approach.
Oh, I thought the brakes were. Well, they weren't set. For a minute there, I was expecting dirt in my teeth.
Yeah, don't use your reversers on this one. You're gonna need every bit of energy to get up that hill. Whoa!
500. Sink rate. Sink rate.
And Rocket goes back into the trees.
I thought you were saying touch and go.
Minimums. Minimums.
He's just touching all the trees.
100.
That's right.
Sink rate. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Uh-oh. It's not looking good for the Coast Guard. Oh!
And Dragon's
And he's down.
It looked intended from my view.
Oh. Coffee got in my side view.
Bank angle. Bank angle. Bank angle. Bank angle. Bank angle.
Yeah, if you get down in these gorges, you don't have much room for error.
Bank angle.
Actually, I can't get out of this gorge.
Scratch that. Don't get down in the gorge.
Yeah, don't get down in the gorge.
Sorry, man.
No worries. I was actually just gonna touch down finally on this thing.
You can do it, DN. I believe in you.
This time, I'll make it out this time.
Time to mount some cylinder heads. Sweet.
Boy, I'm just not having a good day today. Oh, maybe I can save it. Oh, man. Coffee jitters got me there. Close.
Ooh, that was bad. There we go. Trim wheel shot all the way aft there for a second. I was like,
Bank angle. 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 Bank angle.
Oh, I was wondering, if you're in a village and you're like 5 miles from the airport, you've got to catch a flight out and there's no roads. Does that mean you just kind of sit there and go, we need a plan for a 4-day hike to the airport to catch a flight out?
pretty much.
Well,
Either that or start cutting down trees.
yeah.
Or
Right.
swinging on the vines.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't have too much luggage, I guess.
Right, yeah.
Did a nice job with the scenery in here.
Yeah, it looks pretty good around here for the most part. Really
See
haven't seen much that's
spike just in front of us.
I've got there's a terrain fix for PNG
Okay, I
that gets
don't
rid of
have
most of those, so I don't have it. I think I see like what would have probably been the spike in mine, but yeah, I like the powering part of it is gone.
Yeah, I think I actually see a few trains in the a few trees in the air without any ground support.
Oh yeah, I see the tower. Sheet of spike.
But Isengard was in New Zealand.
Yeah, at least this one's got a tree on the top.
Yeah.
Hopefully they've got a fire burning up there for a beacon. Could be really dangerous to low-flying aircraft.
Maybe this is Isengard 2.0, Treebeard's Revenge.
Treebeard's Revenge. A bush pilot should know better.
Jesus. We got out of New Zealand so we could give up on all that.
Just extended the adventure, Dean. That's all.
God damn you.
Bloody hell.
How's your Spitfire tour going, Dean?
Yeah, hard work. Yeah. North Canada at the moment, you know, obviously the Minecraft district where all the trees and everything
Yeah.
squares, and yeah, I did the 414-mile leg this morning, and yeah, that was hard work. You know, the weather was pretty blowy. It's like 60
Yeah.
knots in the face, and yeah, I mean, I found it, but I was low on fuel, and it was literally a 50-50 whether or not I found the airport. I thought, I think I'm a bit too far left, or am I a bit too far right? Not 100%. Let's turn left, and sure enough, it was there. But yeah, that was one of those ones that if I hadn't seen the airport, I'd have kept going and run out of fuel. So yeah, this whole navigating with maps and stopwatches is bloody hard work. Because you can't, obviously, you can't just slam the autopilot on and go and read something on the interweb for 10 minutes, you know.
Right, exactly, yeah. But it probably is still rewarding, though. You know, the fact
Oh
that you're
yeah,
able to find it, you know, but
yeah,
yeah, that's a lot of work.
yeah, you have to do a bit of planning, obviously, before you take off and things like that. But yeah, I am finding it rewarding. I just find it hard work.
Yeah.
Because it's lots of, yeah, I know where I am. Oh no, I'm second guessing myself now. Maybe that big long curved lake that I thought I was going to hit isn't the one that I'm actually at, you know, and things like that.
Right.
And it's just second guessing yourself.
There's always that doubt in your mind.
Yeah, always, especially when the fuel tank's getting low.
Yeah.
I think I have visual. I think yeah, they gotta. Looks like it's right up along this ridge here. Just kind of follow it around right into the field. Kind of hooks to the left. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yep. Time for a little beta thrust.
Yeah, same.
Is this a touch and go or is it a real landing?
Pilot discretion.
Looks like this one could probably be a touch and go.
With the airspeed I've got, it's definitely a touch and go.
I think I'm gonna try for a touch and go here.
Terrain.
Is it
Yeah.
like a whistle stop train, or is it?
Yeah. It's pretty hilly straight after this airport. And I scrubbed all my energy off, and I've got not enough to climb out now.
Nice selection of airports here, Dragon.
Thank you.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh yeah, that's an easy TNG.
Yeah, it's not an easy climb out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably circle around at least once. Get some airspeed back here.
Yeah, I'm just above you now.
Get my flap. Get out of flap range here.
Playing chicken here, Husky.
Beep beep.
Nice little airfield here.
Got Rexpo and Dragon still inbound, so circle around a little bit if you're not on the ground.
Hey, I'm halfway to the next strip. Yeah, I'm gonna come back, actually. Mainly as I don't have the altitude to get complete this next leg anyway.
Get over the ridge there.
Yeah, it's coming up real quick.
Minimums. Minimum 100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, I can see the sea.
Oops, that's not the way I want to go.
Don't sink.
Yeah, it's definitely not the way I want to go.
Pull up.
I think I need to come here with a C310. That's gonna be fun.
Should come here with an A310.
Yeah, but they don't touch jet planes, so.
Yeah.
Or maybe just a Corsair, which is a bitch anyway.
I can't land that thing at all unless I'm on like a very long runway.
Actually, I kind of learned. I think I'm doing it all wrong because I'm actually stalling it onto the ground, and I don't think you're supposed to do that. But my Corsair landings have significantly improved. But it basically treated like a bush plane, which I don't think is what you're supposed to be doing.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I need to get back into some of those old birds. I haven't.
In real life, this thing would have puked its guts out by now. Because my oil temperature is sitting there flashing at me. 110. 110 degrees.
Oil temperature's overrated.
Yeah.
What's oil?
Yeah, it's
Mine's air cooled now.
Oh, it's really fun when it leaks out of a jet engine in flight.
Yeah, it's only an issue though if you noticed it.
Yeah,
Right. If you just put tape over the lights, it's
Yeah.
fine.
that's
It's
it.
fine.
That
Well,
duct
that
work
is a
comes
bit
in
of
handy.
that is a bit of a climb out. I thought I was okay, but I guess I'm not. I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's about 12,000 on this summit here.
Ooh, baby.
That's okay. I had to do 3 go-arounds on my landing right before I joined you guys with my fly-by-wire A320.
The fly-by-wire's not too bad. I'm pretty used to it, but
3
um,
go-arounds.
You know where you're going wrong, right? You're in a tube.
Yes.
I have more trouble landing the 7.3 than the A320.
Is there more to do? Is there?
No, I'm just not used to the flight model, and it feels like it, and it's probably me. It's just not getting it quite right on approach, and it's very floaty. It can be very floaty, uh, especially in those last 100 feet or so. And you're like, please come down, please come down. You're like halfway down the runway, and you're like, I just want to stop.
I just let I always have like a lot of weight. Are you flying the VBJ? Because Willie was saying that thing was kind of light.
Yeah, I haven't been flying any of the passenger variants. I know you do cargo a lot, and that could be it too, that it's light. So you have to account for that. Plus, it's not like I haven't done any long flights or anything, so none of like the long distance auxiliary fuel bladders have anything in them, right? So it's probably just coming in really light, and so I have to account for that.
The cargo with 20,000 pounds of cargo comes in like butter.
It may be too that I need to come in on flaps 40 rather than 30, because those are more speed brakes than anything at that point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Has the 737 not got spoilers? Can you not throw those out?
It does, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was using. Full
reverses?
flaps, full spoilers for the landing challenges.
I don't know if I can make it over these mountains.
Yeah, I had to go
Yeah,
around again because I was like,
spiral
I'm not going to make that. I think I've got it this time, but yeah, I definitely had to go around on that one.
I'm losing airspeed. Oh, I've got full throttle. Got my mixture set. Oh wait, NOS. Woohoo! Get up, you pig. Oink oink. There we go. Over the top.
Just cleared that.
Woo! Josh is your friend.
There we go. Now I can get some airspeed back. But yeah, I thought about picking up the Phoenix just to kind of support a new dev who looks like they're actually, putting a lot of work into their stuff and communicating with the community about progress and stuff, which is nice. But yeah, when I saw like even Kev, who has probably one of the top tier rigs I've ever seen, struggling with frames on his, I'm like, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
I've
seen other people who had very normal rigs and they don't have any trouble at all. So I think
Yeah, it's super weird. I don't get it.
so it's not performance per se. It's really certain equipment, certain components which seem to be an issue here.
I have a problem coming into any large airport, like with I run live traffic, and it just like as soon as I get close, my system just like hard freezes. Takes like
Yeah.
a few seconds and then pops out. But then again, I'm
Turn
not
down,
running my XMP profile on my memory, so it's actually running quite a bit slower than it should be, which would probably help if I kick that back in.
Why do you have the XMP turned off? Out of curiosity.
I never turned it back on after this thing, after the processor overheated and my motherboard reset.
Oh, weird.
Because I was having problems with certain programs with the VSync not turned on,
Okay.
and like in the game it would be fine, but in the menu, the processor would just spike up to 100%, and it would basically get my processor up to 95 degrees. And then I was also having a problem with my water cooler at the time. On top of that.
Yep,
So
I've done the same thing. Removed the XMP profile, reset my processor back to default, and it's made no difference, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And my system's a bit long in the tooth now.
Yeah, but my memory is running at 2100 instead of 3200, so that's a pretty substantial loss in speed.
Yeah, I've never had any memory issues. Mine's always been on XMP since I built this, and so.
Well,
but
I will have to remember to kick that over one of these days. I always keep forgetting that I'm always flying, and hoping that'll fix some of it. I've turned off motion blur. I've turned off nameplates when I'm flying alone. Trying to figure out a few other things to do when I'm flying tubes into major airports.
Yeah, the only time I've had issues is with if I run AI traffic instead of live traffic. Like the sim just like throws like a ton of like GA traffic, like not necessarily like airliners, but just like standard planes and stuff. It just throws them everywhere, so it like bogs the system down really bad.
Plus, I have
So
a
I
lot of
keep that
parked
up.
aircraft.
Yeah, I generally turn down like dense airfield density.
What do you have it set at?
I'd have to look. I don't. When we get to the
halfway is
halfway
Garoka.
point. Garoka.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Damn, this
next
airport's it's an international airport here.
We won't know what to do with ourselves with such a big airfield.
What's the? Let me see what the turf. Oh, 5,500 feet. I can get a 7.3 in there.
Yeah, and flat.
I can get it out of there.
Yeah, I flew back into Renton, and that one's that's actually a little bit tricky.
Yeah,
because there's no approach lights or anything like that. It's got an
Not
RNAV.
a lot of runway either.
No, I was like, oh god, I'm gonna hit the back wall. Oh god, like full thrust reversers, full brakes. I'm just like, it's not slowing down. It like finally stopped like right at like the very last taxiway. I'm just like, oh my god. Which way is the wind blowing? All right, looks like Wayland's coming in the right way there, so I'm gonna swing around.
I'll swing behind Husky.
This like is it 2 runways? It is. It's 2 runways, like a strip in the center.
I told you it's an international airport.
You on the left or right, Husky?
I'll slide over to the left.
Oh, thanks. I'm gonna take the center field.
I was actually just thinking the same, to be honest with you, but
My computer may crash.
Oh,
Not acceptable.
you having telltale signs of freeze and crash?
Lots of freezings.
Hmm.
And
Holy
slow.
crap! I'm
Can't move my mouse.
going around. AK just decided to land on top of me almost.
Oh, sorry about that, boss.
I was behind you. You would have had to look down and back to see me. I mean, I could have still landed. I mean, it's just a game. I have crash detection off.
Well, I'll turn my certificate in for 30 days suspension.
Here's a number for you to call, AK.
Gee,
Please.
there's a FA inspector actually gets suspended for 30 days for violating airspeed maneuvering and
Didn't have fire extinguisher to strap to your leg.
Alright,
did you?
yeah.
yeah.
So you don't have your GoPro stick. That's a 2-week suspension right there, buddy.
That's it. I see the guys that decided to swap planes in flight got their tickets pulled also.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
That's what happens when you don't give permission and do it anyways.
Yeah.
right. Exactly.
As Red Bull goes, wait a minute, you're not allowed to put our stickers on the tail, unauthorized use of our, yeah, really smart boys.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. 500. Sink rate.
Up.
Pull up.
Oh, it's the wing.
Minimums. Minimums. Too low.
We got a parallel landing situation going on here, Rex.
Too low. Flaps.
My computer will stay alive.
Too low. Flaps. 40. 30. Too low. Flaps. 20. Too low. Flaps. 10.
This feels so nice after flying tubes for like days.
Alright, y'all ready to hit the next airstrip where our break is, or do you want to hold the break here?
How far away is it?
4 minutes.
Oh yeah, let's just head to Garokwa.
Come on. Simulator, you could do it. What's the hold up here? I don't have any flightsim.to tabs open, so I don't know what the problem is.
Do you have issues with that?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the site is very slow. That's
This
something
flight
I
is
noticed.
mega slow.
Yeah, so all those freaking adverts.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
never
half
really sure if
afraid.
it's if it's the site or if it's my connection, because my connection has been acting up today as well. So I thought it might be related to
Yeah,
that
I was having.
I have right now.
I was definitely having issues yesterday. I was getting kicked offline mid-flight a few times. No, the network was going in and out, but
Yeah, I had that yesterday, but only on the Microsoft server. So the connection itself was okay. It was just that I got the message that I was being kicked offline and then online again, and then but it was really just the simulator. It was not the connection itself. But I did a speed check this morning, and I saw that I'm not really where I'm supposed to be.
oh, sure.
I'm half afraid that Asobo is going to start putting advertisements in here. So as we're flying for an hour, all of a sudden some sort of advertisement comes
That'd be
up.
a good way to lose the majority of your user base.
Yeah. Have you ever wanted to go back to college but you couldn't afford to? Now's your chance. Yeah.
No, it'll be the Deliveroo with a cheeseburger and fries and a large Coke.
Yeah.
Say yes to order. Oh, hell yes.
Yeah, right. Pops up on your MFD.
Yeah. And then your front door rings. Hey, my order got here.
Oh, it will not be 4 minutes. I just realized that I had the Cessna Longitude performance profile up.
Well, it's only 12 minutes.
Okay.
So that's close enough. So that's not a big deal.
Yeah. This is not the Longitude I'm flying.
I don't know if I can stop three minutes over. It's
It's unacceptable.
really unacceptable.
I messed up on that.
Yeah, you go camping for a weekend and what happens? You just get rusty.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Forgot how to do everything. Yeah, I've definitely done that before because the only profile I've got in little nav map is the Kodiak for fuel planning. So
Fuel planning, what's that?
yeah, what is that?
Fill it up and go.
Yeah,
Forget to do that and realize halfway there that you don't have enough to get there.
yeah. I was a little bit too conservative on the first one. I was like running on fumes the first week we were doing this, just because all the takeoffs.
don't recommend you eating your cheeseburger while you're trying to fly straight and level. Usually you end up, well, I've ended up inverted. I'm not sure what that's all about, but
Oh, is that what was just happening there?
yeah,
Taking a bite out of the cheeseburger? Is that
that's
what
right. Yeah.
You are the master of your cheeseburger. Your cheeseburger is not the master of you.
Unfortunately, I got mustard smeared all across my front panel.
Are you sure that's mustard?
Oh, that's a good question.
No, if it's not, you better go to the doctor.
Yeah. Actually, I think I missed my barf bag. I think that's what happened there.
I thought it was just that zinc primer paint.
Oh man, that brings back the days of being aboard ship. Oh my gosh. You get into the below decks in the paint locker between the lead paint and the zinc chromate. Oh boy, what a day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny that seeing people make replacement textures for the worn spots on the floor in the 737. They're like, what is this nasty yellow grease? And it's like, dude, that's the zinc fucking primer paint underneath the fucking. And they're like, this is disgusting. Why is there all this grease everywhere? It's like, that's not what grease, but whatever. It's just funny.
I think I've been flying that thing at night so long I haven't even looked down at the pedals to see those spots.
Oh yeah, no. Well, most of them I think are behind when you enter the flight deck. It's back behind the pedestal anyway. So unless you're back there for any reason, inspecting like the manual like gear extension and stuff, you're not gonna see it. 90% of the stuff people are making fixes for is stuff you never even see anyway.
Did you see how fast the 737 textures got removed? Someone made like a worn textures for the 737, and PMDG very quick
panel and stuff.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
It is no longer available. Someone in the comment section said, "Hey, I'm gonna share this to PMDG's Discord server so more people can get your work." And about 12 minutes later, it was file unavailable.
Wasn't made by Captain Sim, was it?
No.
I wonder why, though. I wonder what the deal is with that. That's weird.
Oh, Nos, I know your bingo. Just get me over this hill. Please, Nos. Thank you.
That is interesting.
I am at 2 frames.
We're going to have to give you the Perseverance Award, Dragon.
Goroka. Why do I know that name?
Missionary Bush
Pilot.
Ah, this is his base, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does nobody read my briefings?
Yeah. No, I didn't. Not today.
Yeah.
No.
I downloaded the flight plan and the 2 add-ons and just went and flew the Spitfire. So I've had a tough week.
All right. I'll give you some slack.
Well, it's pretty amazing. I got 37 frames per second in VR, so OpenXR are doing pretty good.
Hey, Wolf, have you monkeyed around with the options much in the 737?
Yeah, I've been in and out of those quite a bit. It does vary a little bit depending on the airframe. Like the BBJ has some limitations that some of the other ones don't, because that particular airframe only came with certain options. So, but yeah, was there something specific you're looking for? Or?
Well, last night I couldn't get the alignment to work. I finally just, the internet's a beautiful thing. So I went on
The
there and said,
iris?
hey, the iris. So he goes, oh yeah, if you go in the options and you go here and you go there, and you can either have a 30-second alignment, normal alignment, or like an instant alignment. I thought, instant sounds good considering I don't have half a day to figure this out. But
Right.
yeah, I haven't been in the options much to see what's in there.
There is a lot. I mean, it's just pages and pages of like configuration options that you can have, like display different things for the displays and whatnot. But PMDG's got a video on doing like setting up your options and things in there for various functions that are worth going through. If you go to the PMDG official YouTube, there's some videos that they put out that cover a lot of that stuff that's in there.
Oh, good.
All right.
What's the best runway for landing? All runways. Good for landing.
All runways.
If anyone lands on the long one, then you barred.
Moldy.
I forgot that Garok was out here in this valley. A lot of the videos I've watched, he's flown out of Port Moresby, so I'm always expecting there to be water.
Is this our halfway point, or?
This is our halfway point, yeah.
I'm going to steal one of those shady spots.
So it's going to be a 2-knot crosswind either way, so not a big deal.
Nope.
Well, we had some wind here last night. When I was flying in real weather at the airport, it was like the winds were like 150 at 23, gusting to 34.
Sheesh.
And
Yeah.
I was like,
Will had a pretty bad windstorm the other day. He was losing power. It was like 40 to 50 knots.
Jesus.
Yeah. Up in Vic.
It's got some open hangars, like sunshades, but you can't get in them.
What?
Yep. Those are
Yeah,
the dumb.
you can, but you can't get out of them.
Those are the Damasovo ones that are like the tin or the corrugated metal ones.
Yeah,
that are like
corrugated
solid
metal.
on all sides. Yeah, that's stupid. I put a bunch down my scenery and then I tried and put stuff inside, and it's like, nope, these are like solid blocks you can see through. And it's like, well, that's dumb. Why make covered parking if you can't park inside the covered parking?
Right.
This is one of Kev's sceneries here, I think, isn't it?
No, somebody else did this one.
Yeah, I parked mine in a plant next to the pan, just for giggles.
Man, I'm just like losing frames like nothing. Holy moly.
Sounds like it's time for a restart.
A restart or an upgrade?
Is this concrete that I see?
All right, my bladder's screaming at me.
Up his empty bladder's full.
Oh. Come on.
You can do it.
I can make it.
For you.
Maybe.
Find a nice shady spot here.
Mm.
Wow, pavement. What's this all about?
Yeah, what is this pavement?
I refuse to use it.
Oh yeah, you can run in the dirt.
It's this tailwind landing. I reject your tailwind landing. Going around.
Holy moly.
You're about there, Dragon. We
You're
got
al-
you.
You're almost there.
Oh shit, this is gonna crash. Final.
I see a bunch of levitating aircraft.
They don't have the scenery. We're so close.
You're so close. You can do it. Wow.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We've
no.
lost visual.
No.
I'm still here. I just can't see anybody.
Yeah, you blipped off on our side.
I'm still here.
Oh, this is hilarious. I got
Oh,
Oh,
my.
there he
Oh,
is.
there he is. He's back. He's back. I got
We're almost
Rexpo on top of some shipping containers. I'm gonna have to take a picture of this. This is hilarious.
You're kidding. I don't see any shipping containers.
You don't have the scenery.
Yeah.
Dragon, it looks like you. Actually, it looks like Dark Wolf might be helping you along.
He's right in front of me, and I'm landing at 2 frames a second. Oh, oh. Oh, Dark, I might take your wing off.
I got a bunch of levitating aircraft.
I'm taking Dark. Take Dark out.
I'll put it in the photos here of Rexpo and his shipping containers.
I bet you can't land on a shipping
I
container.
touched
No, I
it.
can't.
I did it.
Hey, you the man. Dark Wolf, what's going on down there? I don't see you anywhere.
What do you mean you don't see?
He stalled his
Oh, there
wing
you
and
are.
died.
Did he?
I don't know. All I saw was him, like, pulling back.
There we go.
All right. Yeah. I gotta jump off,
Dragons are
fellas.
slow
All
grounded
right,
back
AQ.
there.
You guys have a great weekend, and I'll see if I can get some pictures while I'm up at the Anchorage International Airport. And
Yeah, bud.
share them on the server.
Cool.
Take care,
cool.
y'all.
Have a good
I
time.
am going to be
Okay,
out
catch you
for
later.
about 5 minutes here.
Okay.
Okay, Rexpo. Take it easy, man.
I'm gonna restart my system.
Good call.
This is the beginning of the
Wait
10-minute
here
break.
till 20
Yeah.
past.
Yeah,
Okay.
so 20 after.
All right.
Who just hit the container boxes over there?
I was actually trying to land on the roof of the hangar, but never mind. Oh, if
Hell, I can
Rexpo-
do that without even trying.
Yeah, if Rexpo can do it, why
Yeah,
can't I do
right.
it?
I went all the way out of my computer. Reload my XMP profile. Then I'm gonna go test this thing on a large airport. Let's see if it improves it. And then I have to go.
Yeah, well, where do I find that content.xml file to delete it?
What are you doing? Do you have a Steam install?
Yeah.
Okay. One sec. Back out here. So I can give you the path. Desktops. Wait, some shortcuts. Roaming. So it's going to be in your local disk, users, your username, app data, roaming, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and there should be a content.xml file in there.
Okay.
And just delete that, restart your sim.
I'll do that after the flag.
What does that do?
The content XML file tends to get pretty cluttered as you, because it doesn't like actively like clean out stuff. So it's kind of like a cache, kind of, I guess, that can get corrupted, especially if you're like constantly like taking stuff in and out of your community folder and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it can get just kind of like cause conflicts with, you know, like on after like updates and things like that. So it's just like like in add-on linker, you can even set that up to like if you launch from add-on linker, it'll just straight up delete the content XML file each time you start
Huh.
the sim.
Does it do that automatically, or do you have to program it to do that?
I think you have to open up a text file in the content linker install, and like it's just basically a true false value. Like there's a thing in there you can go in and just like if you launch from content or from add-on linker after you change that value from like true to false or from false to true or whatever, it'll just remove that file each time you start the sim, but you have to launch from add-on linker to do it.
But otherwise, you can just go in and delete it.
Yeah, I've just got a shortcut on my desktop to that particular file, and I just delete it every so often. And I always delete it after I always delete it after like a sim update or a world update. I always get rid of it.
Where is
But
it?
can't you
Content
delete that from the
XML.
game itself?
Mine probably looks like the Library of Congress. I've never.
It might cause a lot of it definitely has caused a lot of issues, especially like if you have like weird like elevation issues happening with some like add-on airports, or like the airport is just not there and it should be. Like sometimes it's a weird issue with that content file, so you just delete it and then the sim will rebuild it once it restarts.
But can't you delete that file from the game itself? Because I think I've done that once.
Yeah, you just go. Yeah, you just can. Oh, you talking from inside the game?
Yeah.
No, it's a different file than the one that the game does.
Okay.
Seems to be running smoother.
Cool.
Alright.
That also could be a problem with my having issues afterwards.
Yeah, it definitely causes. I've had it cause airport conflicts or like having random crashes and things like that. Like going in and deleting that file and just letting the sim rebuild it tends to. That's like usually the first like troubleshooting step I tell people if they're having just random weird issues with the sim is delete that content file.
Yeah,
Who
especially
doesn't have random weird issues with the sim?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it has to be outside the normal random weird issues.
Oh yeah, I can't help you with that one. That's a normal random weird issue.
Right. No, that's an
Eesh,
Asobo one. That's
eesh,
not.
eesh.
So, all right. These guys are getting anxious. Natives are restless. Time to go.
Let's
You guys have
you don't
fun on
pull
the
out of
rest of your
that.
flight.
Will do.
All right, I'm right behind a wolf, ready for launch.
All right. Yeah, I just gotta get into high idle here. All right. Here we go.
Anyone want to join me late tonight when I get back from work?
Possibly.
I'll give. What time zone are you?
Mountain.
That's right, you're Mountain. You're an hour behind. So it'd be like 9 o'clock your time.
That sounds fun to me.
All
What's
right.
that in European time?
Oh gosh,
Late.
that
Yeah.
is like early in
Late,
the
late.
morning. Sleepy time.
Probably like 4 a.m., 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Then count me out.
fuck that shit.
Yeah, because I usually try and finish this the same day that we fly, and I get back from work at 9 my time, so it gives me time to eat, get the sim up, all that fun stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Eating at 9 o'clock, very bad for you.
Yeah.
Everyone up?
Everyone's
Everyone's
up,
up.
I think. Yep. That actually might be. I don't know that would be causing control issues like you're seeing, Waylon, but it might be worth
Deleting that, yeah.
deleting that just to see if it has any effect on the Kit Fox.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Because there might just be like an old like file it's referencing that's just gotten stacked in there. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, in an ideal world, it should that thing should get flushed out and refreshed when things get updated, but it
Yeah.
obviously doesn't. So.
Yeah, I'll have to do it.
Burning all the engine oil.
Yeah, I mean, you're like I said, you're not gonna hurt anything by deleting it. It's just the sim just repopulates it fresh, based on what's in your community and official folder when everything starts. And I haven't noticed any increase like load times or anything for having to rebuild that file. So.
Yeah, it's the fact that it rebuilds it, but it never deletes old entries. It's like,
Right, yeah,
why?
it just continues to stack entries in there and
Yeah,
ends up
if
corrupting stuff.
if you're using like 2 or 3 add-ons for each leg of, one of these expeditions, it just fills that with that crud, and you're never going back. Well, you're
Right.
probably never going back.
Yeah, I'd totally forgotten about it until now. Man, this thing's slow. God, cruising.
What are you flying, Dragon?
The Twin
It's not
Otter.
Twin Otter.
I said the climb is slow. Climb at like 100 knots.
I don't know why, but my music keeps cutting in and out whenever I'm loading into an aircraft.
I just turn it off.
Yeah, but when I'm away from my screen, like on a different screen, I don't know when I load in. It's like my
Oh.
queue.
Use it as a cue,
Yeah.
audio cue.
Oh.
It's done.
Well, it sure didn't help my loading times. Switching up my memory because my hard drive sucks. I wish I did not click on the wrong hard drive when I built this thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going through the process of moving my flight sim install over to my, because I've got a dedicated hard drive for flight sim and I've got one for just other games.
Yeah.
And I might my other games one is a bigger hard drive, but my flight sim install is quickly becoming bigger than the other games I have installed on all the other games combined.
I need to
So-
start. I need to start doing some storage management.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I saw that the Italy update is supposed to have 13 gigs of space, I think.
Sheesh.
Other games are
Yeah, it was.
entirely less than 30 gigs, 13. But
Right.
Well, it is the whole world, so.
no, this is only Italy and Malta.
Right, but this game will eventually be like the whole world. So.
Now, is it excuse me, is it 30 gigs by itself or is it 30 gig like because when it
13.
does
1-3.
it's 1.3, okay. So it's an additional 13 gigs.
According to what the installer says, yes.
Okay.
And as a German, I'm especially offended because Germany only had 6 gigabytes. So
Yeah. What the hell? Yeah, I know like some of those when you go to update them it tells you it's like, 13 gigs for example, but then it says like 6 gigs installed as it overwrites a bunch of existing data, but then you got a lot of people that just have like they can't, like I know a few guys on like the Bush League side that they can't even run any of like the world updates because it bogs down their system so much. Like I haven't had any issues with world updates and stuff causing problems, but like I guess there's what? Oh, pedo. It's like you're too high.
well, for me, it's I haven't had any issues so far, but I have to husband my hardware space a little bit, my hard disk space a little bit, because I'm running on a laptop and it's getting cluttered.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna move flight sim over to my 100 or my terabit drive. I just don't feel like buying another hard drive right now and tearing open my PC to install it. So
When I had that major crash, was back in December or something like that.
yeah,
I bought a portable USB
external drive. Put it all in there.
external. What am I trying to say? It's not a hard drive. It's a
SSD.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
And it's been running flawlessly on that. I have to check and see how much room I have on it.
I've got high-speed USB ports on here, so technically I could do that.
I don't have enough of them, and it's such a pain in the ass to get to my computer. I've got ports in the back that I can't really get to without just dismantling everything and moving the box out, plugging it in, and putting them back. And frankly, my disabilities don't allow me to do that safely.
Sure.
And I just don't. Besides that, I just don't want to fuck with it.
Yeah, no, that's understandable.
So the next one I get, I will make sure it's got a form factor that'll fit inside the space that I have to put it in without it, just being jammed up against everything.
Sure.
If I can. And lots of USB ports on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, here.
I
It
know
just
exactly what you mean.
nobody makes it because it's all about cable management, not seeing any cables plugged into your computer.
Yeah, I've got my hard drives. They're behind a panel, but there's like a false panel behind underneath the motherboard, and that's where my flash drives or my SSDs are mounted, so you can't even see them. But I don't know. I guess I do need to probably open this thing up and clean it here before too long. So that would probably be the time to do it if I'm gonna do it. If I'm gonna buy another drive or not.
Next spring, I'll just upgrade the whole damn thing, I think.
Start buying parts now.
HP takes care of that for me.
Oh yeah, I suppose that's true.
I want a large SSD, but they're like $600.
Yeah, 1 TB Samsung is about $109 right now.
I used to take them apart and put them together and put drives in and take drives out and upgrade motherboards. I'm just way too lazy to do that now.
Yeah, same with me.
I used to do that until I crosswired a power supply and blew up my computer.
Ooh.
Brakes.
A little hot on that one.
I can see your brakes glowing.
Yeah, they're smoking.
It's kind of like, and my hard drive basically did what a top fuel dragster does when it explodes. It's like big flash of flame and then smoke.
Lots of sparks.
And there went my hard drive.
Let the genie out.
Oh, that made my den stink for 2 days of
Yeah,
burnt
Nothing like burnt electronics.
Yeah.
yeah, but you don't want it just to go thunk and stop working.
Yeah.
You want some visual effects.
Yeah, right.
It was Gloria. I
Needs a
kind of laughed.
Viking funeral.
Yeah,
Yeah, I kind of laughed when it happened, but then I was like, "Oh God!"
and then you cried.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the good news is I actually had all my stories that I've written throughout my life digitally on my phone.
Well, that's good.
So
I had a hard drive that went belly up. That it's my own fault for I was in the process of I had multiple storage, but at the time I was moving stuff off of my cloud storages, and so I only had one hard drive with all like 13 years worth of my photography stuff on it.
Oh God.
And it yeah,
oh,
that hard drive decided that was the time to end its life.
oh,
And I haven't really ever recovered from that loss.
no, that's
Like I was pretty big into like my photography hobby, and it's been hard to get back into the hobby after losing all of that.
I've had that happen as well, and I was a professional photographer at one point in my life,
Yeah.
and I know very well, back it up, back it up, back it up. And
Yep.
guess what? Something crashed, and I didn't have it backed up, and it was unrecoverable.
Yeah, we
So I
tried.
lost a bunch of stuff.
Uh,
Also lost
Brakes.
a bunch of writing I would have
Yeah.
rather kept, but
that was weird.
Yeah, it's a bummer. We got some stuff off it, but it just yeah, like when we tried to hook it back up, like it was kind of like a one-way ticket, you know, it was basically destroying itself on as we were trying to recover it, it was just getting louder and louder, and just like we're like, oh yeah, that platter's just
Gone.
eating itself. It's gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was not pretty. So moral of the story is always make sure you have at least one other backup when you're doing your transfers. I was just like, these cloud, I was just like trying to move to a different cloud service and stuff, and I was like just being lazy about it. I was like, I'll get everything off of this one, and then I'll move to the other one later in the week, and I was like, I'll be fine for a week just being on one hard drive, and that was the week it decided to kill itself. So
Terrain.
Whoa, stutters. Oh, bad stutters.
oh,
That's new.
Terrain. Terrain.
the only thing I've had that's been causing me, well, there has been some multiplayer traffic related stutters every once in a while, like back to like not as bad as we had it, like I don't know when that was, like Sim Update 2 or 3 or whatever, when you couldn't like be near anybody and it was just like, I think we were doing Alaska at the time. It was just
We were,
making it
yeah.
very, very difficult to do anything.
Yeah, I remember the day we were racing around in the Vertigos.
Oh yeah.
That was a slideshow, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah, that day was just a big couple 100-mile circuit.
Yeah.
It was fun, but yeah, unfortunately the multiplayer aspect of the sim at the time would kind of ruin that one.
That's right, because the more stutters you had, the less airspeed you had in relative to everyone else. I seem to remember that.
Right.
How can that be, though?
By the way, does anybody know what's in the Maverick update that's supposed to come up soon?
I don't know,
I
probably
would
a
guess
few
an
models.
aircraft carrier,
Terrain.
maybe.
Guessing there's probably gonna be a couple airports, maybe. But
I just want a control tower with a guy with drinking coffee.
right, yeah.
Terrain.
Oh, I forgot my weights are all messed up now because I reloaded. That's why I can't climb. I weigh like a freaking ton.
Terrain.
Need to pull the RPMs back, get a little bit more bite to get over this ridge. It was like not having it. There we go.
Terrain.
No, my sim is about to crash for the first time in months.
I weigh 10,000 pounds, boys.
Oh, weird.
Why do I weigh 10,000 pounds? Because Aerosoft thinks that is acceptable.
There's a little lake down here, just as you come over that ridge. Nice.
Yeah, try to land on it.
Terrain.
Yeah, it looks like it's one of those ones that's just the painted, it's just the ground texture. You probably could land on it, actually. I'm not seeing any light reflection off it.
Well, this is better, but it's not super awesome. Probably some sim options I can mess with to get this to be better.
What's that? The 320?
Any large airport with a big airliner.
Mm,
The 320, the 737,
Sure.
the whatever else I fly.
uh-oh. Who'd we lose?
Come back, DN.
Oh no! He like hard crashed the fence.
We shouldn't have talked about backups.
Right? Yeah.
Then I will delete that. I'll try that deleting of the
Content.
content.
Yeah. Delete your content.xml file. Because yeah, it gets so cluttered up, and they don't do anything about it as far as removing old data from that file. So
Is that in the main folder?
no, so you go to your. Oh, you're on the official install now, aren't you? You're not on Steam anymore, or are you on Steam
I'm
now,
on
Rex?
Steam, yeah. I'm on
Okay,
Steam.
yeah. So go to your C drive, and then go to your users folder. And then whatever your username is for your PC, and then you should have a app data folder. If you don't
Right.
have the app data folder, you gotta turn your invisible folders on.
No, I got that.
And then there should be, what did I say, roaming? Is that what I
Roaming,
said?
yeah.
Yep.
And then there should be Microsoft Flight Simulator in there.
Right.
And then in there, there's a content.xml file that you'll want to delete when you're out of the sim. And then when you reboot the sim, it'll just rebuild that file.
Rebuild it. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm installed on the E drive. Does that matter?
No. Because I think the way that it has to reference that anyway.
Right.
So
Yeah, I'll try that
Okay.
out.
Well, I'll find it. Thanks.
yeah, it's worth a shot.
I know that that path to those folders, so I'll be able to find it.
Yeah. Oh, we actually have a decent amount of bad satellite data here. Bunch of patchy spots.
The only other thing I need is a faster hard drive because I went and got a 5400.
Are you still on physical or are you on SSD?
I'm on physical.
Physical? What are you, 7600 RPM or something like that?
No, it's slower. That's why I said I clicked the wrong hard drive.
Oh.
It's the 5400 RPM.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just, crap takes forever to load it. So
Yeah, I don't have any physical drives anymore. My main drive's an M.2, and then my game drives and stuff are on SSDs.
yeah, my main drive is an M.2, and like I said, I clicked on the wrong hard drive when I had it built.
Yeah, the last physical drive I had was the one that killed itself. So, never again.
But someone told me that SSD only has a limited number of write cycles you can do, apparently.
Yeah, I mean,
But I mean, it's
Flash media basically. I mean, it's the same way. You only have a finite amount of read writes on it. But I don't know what that particular is. How many,
I'm sure it's quite a lot, to be honest.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not I mean, there's people that, use the same flash drives or SSD drives for years and never have an issue, so.
Yeah, that's how I lost 10 years of my dog. Is my tiny little micro SD card died. I didn't have any backups, so I lost my dog.
Yeah. Well, I lost all my dog puppy pictures as well.
Ugh.
I've still got the drive, and I keep meaning to see if I can get it repaired, but
Yeah, I think there's you can send them into some of those data recovery services and they can somehow pull that stuff off, but
it's quite an old drive. I was reading that what they do is they buy a drive the same and just swap all the parts over. But there's maybe other ways to do it.
Is it a physical drive or is it a...
Yeah, it's an old school
Oh, gotcha.
HDD. And it started making clicking noises and then it clicked no more.
At least yours went click no more and not...
True, that's why I've got some hope that I
mine
might
did.
be able to recover it. Yeah.
Yeah, you might be okay.
It almost sounds like the the needle type thing that
Yep.
it's just slipped off. It's just slipped off the end or something because
when
it's
that-
spinning up, but it just ticks away. So
Yeah, when
I
it
just
starts
pulled it.
ticking, that read arm is going bad.
getting my XMP profile back up, that helped a little bit on my frame rates.
Yeah.
Yep. But I'm running late. I gotta go. I'll talk
All
to you
right,
guys
man.
later.
Yep.
Good.
Take it easy.
Yep.
Right, good flying, man.
All right.
Catch you later.
Later. Bye.
Turn that ignition off.
Between the trees.
Try and slip it in here. Kind of Tokyo drifting it in.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a straight-in approach.
Come on, slow down, you big pig. Oh, sheesh.
100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
There's another terrain spike.
Nice. Good job.
My weight more correct. Okay, pilot weighs 5 pounds, co-pilot weighs 5 pounds. That's not right.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's go.
I may have miscalculated distance on this one.
Oop. Took off flaps 3 and no wonder it came up so quick. Definitely getting some odd texture popping here for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, just off the left wing.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not just me.
Nope. It's not just you.
Another couple of satellite passes will fix that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't know how good it is to have properly adjusted colour and stuff. I've been waiting for that for so long. Might be able to fly back in Alaska without being snow blinded all the time.
Yeah.
visual.
Oh, I am way too high.
Yeah, that's why I was like looking on the map and I was like, oh, I'm coming up on it pretty quick. And I took a peek over the front of the aircraft and I was like, oh, I have to swing out here.
Oh shit, it's up there?
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
I'm still too high, man.
Terrain. 500.
The altitude of the runway, 3,000 feet.
Like so.
500.
Rockets on it right now.
Sink rate.
Might not be too high, actually. Might be okay.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
Ooh, ouch.
That could have gone better.
Minimums. Minimum 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, never mind.
Nicely done, sir.
Alright.
Yeah, I do like the angle of attack indicator on this.
Uh-huh.
What would you adjust it for? Because there's a couple of buttons on the side that you could adjust it, but I've no
Was
idea
there?
really. Yeah, on the right hand side of the
Oh
angle of
yeah,
attack
I've never
index.
even. Yeah, I've never even seen that.
I've no idea what the purpose is. Must have some kind of use. 2 minutes.
I think we got 2 fields left.
Yep. And they're both pretty close.
Sounds good.
Bank angle.
or elevation on this
He's
one?
good for about 3 days yet.
5,000 feet.
He said, this is something
Yeah.
great, grab it, but okay.
Give myself a little bit of elevation here then.
Terrain.
Yeah. I need to climb over this ridge. Then it's gonna be right there.
Okay.
Tucked in between a little valley. This one's probably gonna be the tight.
Like you come back, swing out, and then come back in from the north, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Some rockets on it.
Terrain.
Yeah, visual.
Terrain. Terrain.
Copy visual.
Minimums. Minimums. Pull up.
Lose some airspeed here.
500. Pull up. Sink rate.
I'm extending out to the northeast. I'll
Terrain.
left base after you, Wolf.
Copy that.
I'll follow
Make
you,
sure I
Husky.
Say again?
I'll follow you.
Copy. I'll let you know if it starts to go pear-shaped.
Okay.
That went better.
Couple. A little bit low. Whoop. I got stopped.
Yeah, things get hairy when you try and hit that reverse thrust too quickly.
Yeah,
It goes into full forward. You know?
That one's bit steep.
yeah. It is definitely easy to misjudge that one.
Minimums. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20.
Ooh.
All right.
Final leg.
Yep.
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, come off there. Jesus.
Too low. Flaps. Terrain. Terrain.
Like 5,800 feet is the elevation on this last one.
Yep. It's plenty long.
Terrain.
Plenty long.
I think it's even paved, actually.
Terrain.
How boring.
I know.
Terrain.
Yeah, run right hard. But it's got fuel for anyone that needs it.
Just into the yellow now.
Terrain.
Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't have fuel.
Be surprised. Mountain strip have fuel.
Still more than half full.
Yeah.
Terrain.
Yeah, it's got fuel.
Wow.
It's not a mountain
Natives with
strip.
5-gallon cans.
Yeah, they just fly it in jerry cans.
Terrain.
It's like approach up this valley here. Maybe.
Yeah. Simba Airport.
Oh yeah. There she is.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Minimums. Minimums. Sink rate. 100.
Who put
Sink
that
rate.
tree there?
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Nicely done, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, y'all.
Park the vertigo there.
All right.
Well, golly.
Another
was
good one, guys.
You too.
Done it again. Good
well,
stuff.
hey,
That was a good fight.
See y'all.
Right, cheers for the flight plan. Catch you next week.
everybody